What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to my channel for another HeyArcher Live, episode 13. I think my lighting's off, but that's all right. We will make do today. What is up to the team? Just Samson in the house. Oh, my thing's off. I'm always a mess. Always a mess. Always a mess.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, more beer.
What is up, Rap and Combat? And of course, Zenida and Blad. Welcome. You want to jump in and say hello? Yes. Yeah, what time is it out there, actually? Because you guys are over in Europe, I believe. Zenya and Vlada. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. You know, actually, just Samson, I feel like I'm a little blurry. Hang on. I think that's it. I think that's the winner. All right. I lost my chain of thought just now. Oh, I remember. Well, first of all, again, welcome everybody to HeyArcher Live, episode 13 here on HeyArcher. If you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. Here on HeyArcher Live, I pretty much like to make the show yours. And of course, if you guys can't hear me or something goes off, let me know in the chat. I can see the chat. But the show is yours. And what I mean by that is I usually go on social media and I will ask if anybody has questions or comments that they want to cover here on the channel. And here on the channel, usually it revolves around nerdy content. It also revolves around content creation. But by submitting questions, by going on the social media, and by interacting in the comment section here on the channel, that's where you kind of control where the show goes. Today, I actually do want to try something different. We'll kind of go through greeting everybody. But I want to do a trailer reaction with you guys here on the channel. There's a trailer to a movie that's coming out. I have not seen the trailer, so I think it would be cool to kind of watch it together and see if YouTube strikes my channel down with the mighty wrath. So yeah, that's the plan so far. I have not updated. I made a couple changes to the soundboard, and I have not updated my sheet that tells me what everything is. So I may hit the wrong button thinking it's something else. And it might be wrong. So there's that. So again, hello, Zenya and Vlada. Just Samson with the what? Is that, maybe I made it this way.
Huh? What? Huh?
That's what it was.
Huh? What? Huh?
Samson and the what? And then of course, Rap and Combat. Yeah. So they have the when you buy the Rodecaster Pro, it comes with these cards. There's like 2 of them. And you can write on there what each button is. And they give you multiple cards because on the Rodecaster Pro, you can actually have, like right now there's 8 buttons on it. But in the settings, I can like swipe to like a different soundboard. So you'll have 8 and I swipe it over. There's a whole new set of 8. And the reason I ended up doing this on the card was when you use like markers on this, they can get blurred. You spill stuff on it. So the tape, I just figured I'd write on a Sharpie, or take a Sharpie, write on tape it on this thing. And I noticed it actually on the income stream because Pat Flynn has those little like tab things like on the sides. So he knows what each button is. So that's where I got the idea from. So all credit goes to Mr. Pat Flynn. And let's see. YouTube is going to become known as SuTube soon anyway. That is correct. That is correct. By the way, everybody, if you are new to the stream and new to the channel, if you like any of what you see, of course, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. And also, the HeyArcher merch is available on HeyArcher.com. So you can get your HeyArcher mug. You can get your nerd-affiliated tanks, tees, and all sorts of other stuff. I am already working on my fall launch. I'm trying to take this like super seriously. So there's the apparel and stuff that's on the site now, you know, t-shirts and whatnot. but I'm already planning out what will be coming out for the fall. So there'll be whole new items. There'll be some new designs, some new animated stuff, new stickers. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's where I encourage all of you, as you create your content, as you create your brands, just have fun with it and just do whatever. And mimic what you see other people do. So, you know, with the live streaming, I don't think I would have thought of doing this until I saw the income stream. And as far as apparel goes, you know, it came from me just going to the store one day and being like, why is that brand out doing whatever and I can't do my own brand? And then the product launches, that was just another one where I was like, oh, companies generally do fall season, spring, whatever, or fall season, fall, spring, summer, winter. So I was like, oh, why don't I do something like that? It does take some time to do new designs and all of that. You also have to wait for samples to come back because you don't want to sell anything unless you actually try it out, wash it, and make sure that the colors come out the way you want. So if you do have in-depth questions on all of that, you can always hit me up. HeyArcher on all social media, and of course, HeyArcher1@gmail.com, and I'll walk through it with you. But at some point, I will be doing a video series on merch. It may not be for the next launch, but down the road, that is something coming out. All right, there was my rant. But of course, I hope all of you are sitting back, having yourself a nice drink, and enjoy. Hopefully, in your cup, you might have some.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
All good choices, I must say. All right, let's see. So, Just Samson, I'm in the future. What should I say? Yeah. Oh, wait, you said, I saw 9 p.m. somewhere. What country are you guys in, actually? I don't think I've ever asked that. I'd love to know. Oh, you're hearing the pops, right? I don't know how to turn that off. I'll try doing that and see if you still hear the pop. Let's see. I know it will happen in a few hours in your country. Sunset will come. And yeah, SuTube for the win. Do you guys still hear the pop? Let me know. Let's see. We also have, let's go back up. Love the nerd stuff. Now I said it. Yeah. No, and oh, you guys were playing a game the other day too. Let us know how that went. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Melina, I think you're also from the income stream, if I remember. If you're not from the income stream, you should join the income stream every day, 11 a.m. Eastern. Pat Flynn's channel. Model success. That is true. That is true.
Huh? What? Huh?
What's the book under your Mac? Oh, yeah. So I've been stacking up my computer for when I do like Zoom calls and whatnot. So I'll show you what's underneath here. Wow, it's really downpouring outside now. Let's see. So this book is actually one of the few books I've almost read in its entirety. It is one of the greatest stories ever told. Sorry, I'm just making sure my camera app is on so the camera doesn't turn off. One of the greatest stories ever told. By one of the greatest, I'd say in this day and age of role models, as far as a Renaissance man, one of my top, Donald Glover's up there, but also Action Bronson. And the book is called Stone Beyond Belief. And it is one of the funniest, it's a table read. I don't know if you guys have table reads or if you like table reads or table books. But it's one that it's just so random with stuff. Like, for example, this page is, you don't even read it correctly. But it's just called How to Roll the Perfect Dutch. But then if you jump over, he's got a section on knives and there's animations in here. One of my favorite sections when I first opened this book was see if I can find it. There's also cooking recipes in here, stories in here. He kind of does it all because I don't know if you guys know Action Bronson, the rapper, but he actually used to be a chef. And one of the things that I always kind of recognize in life is things happen sometimes accidentally, and they can change the course of your life forever. And Action Bronson was actually a chef in New York City. He's from Flushing, Queens. It's funny because, you know, when I listen to him rap and talk, he reminds me of everybody I know from Flushing, Queens. But he was a chef, and one day he fell in the kitchen and broke his leg and couldn't work. So he was bored. You know, he's kind of like laid up at home, and one of his friends was like going to go record some rap music or whatever. And Action was like, I guess I'll go hang out with you, and we'll kind of bullshit on the mic. And the rest is history. Like, it's that crazy. Like, if he had not broken his leg in the kitchen, he may have never ran into his friend who was going to record a rap album or whatever and started rapping, and then now have become, to me, one of the best New York rappers around. So it's just nuts. My favorite section, though, is how to eat an Italian IC properly. So the fact that that section's in the book proves to me not only is he a New Yorker, but that he and I think alike. So Stone Beyond Belief by Action Bronson. It's a great table read. Table reads are generally books that, you know, there's no cohesive story. It's just random facts or puzzles. A lot of them tend to be like picture books. I don't know where to put this. I'll put this over here. There are a lot of like table read picture books and stuff. So if you have a coffee table, there's your table read right there. And let me know if you guys have been hearing the pop. I have not heard the pop, but I know the chat's coming in, so I think we solved it. Ah, you guys are in Russia. I did not know that. Gogdila. There you go.
Huh? What? Huh?
Oh, and Germany. Wait, so you guys in Russia or in Germany? I'm curious. But we plan to move to the Ukraine when the borders open. That's pretty cool. Pop. Yes, pop. Turn your mic down, maybe. Yep, I can hear the pop. Turn your mic down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I actually lowered. Try that. See if it does anything. All right, so let's see. You guys were playing Mirror's Edge, ended up playing Diablo 3 the next day. Very nice. I never got into Diablo, but I have some friends who are super into Diablo. Actually, I'm thinking of Doom. But actually, well, one of my my Russian best friend is actually afraid to play Diablo 3 because he doesn't want to lose his job, his family, over that game because he gets so sucked in. He was so sucked into Diablo 2. So that's a really valid concern. Yes, I've been there from day one. All right, yeah, awesome. I knew I recognized your name, but this is your first time, I think, in one of my live streams, I believe. So welcome, of course. Nerd Nation, that is right. And yeah, it is a fun book. Surprisingly, not a lot of boozing in the book, but it's a lot of recipes. Action Bronson's a huge stoner, so lots of those stories. So yeah, it's a fun book to read. But hey, you know what? Let's try the new segment. I want to spoiler alert, I guess, right? So Keanu Reeves is like having the best decade ever, despite world events. But he is doing a sequel to Bill and Ted. And I have not watched the trailer to the new movie. So I've seen mixed things online. I have not actually watched Bill and Ted in a long time. I remember more of the second movie than the first movie, Bogus Adventure. But I don't know if any of you remember the Bill and Ted cartoon. Like that, to me, that was what I always loved. I loved the cartoon. I loved the figures. And they had, they were in the guitar playing position, and then there was like a button on the back so that they could play guitar for you. I don't remember though if the toys were for the cartoon or for the movie. Again, let me know if you guys hear everything all right. Looks good. All right. So the trailer is out for the third movie. It might be a teaser trailer, but I figured we watch it together. And again, if you have just arrived, welcome to HeyArcher. Subscribe so you can always take part in these events, and leave a thumbs up. I haven't asked that yet, so let's give it a try. We'll jump over there, switching cameras and everything. I'm telling you, we're getting real professional in the house here. So let me turn on the sounds. We will check out together the trailer for Bill and Ted Face the Music. Like, comment, and subscribe. There's no sound. Hang on. Oh, you know what it is? I think... Let's see. Let's see.
25 years ago, you played
Still don't hear anything. Oh.
a concert in
That was it. All right. Trial and error. I love these. I think that's why you guys also like these videos, because we learned this all together. All right, let's watch the trailer.
front of the entire world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco night. Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world. Why can't we just go to the future when we have written it? Whoa! Take it from ourselves. But isn't that stealing? How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude? No way! How'd you like our song? It's a little on the dark side, but you know, that's cool.
All right. Interesting trailer. It's, of course, let me know in the comments. I know you guys are commenting now. I'll start reading through them. But as I watched that trailer, first of all, I thought it was cool that the guy who played Death is still there. But it felt like a trailer to like a commercial for something, and they're pretending like there's a sequel coming out to a movie. So like, I don't know if that was a commercial for like, I don't know, AT&T not having phone booths anymore. Like I wouldn't be surprised, but that's what it sounded like to me. But all right, let's check let us check the comments here. Yeah, I got to figure out that pop thing. Diablo 3 is, did it show? There it is. All right, so I'll scroll down to the Bill and Ted stuff, and then I'll go back up, so that way we can follow along, and I can see what you guys were talking about earlier. Here we go. Bill and Ted 3 with Death back. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, the beard, that did bother me as well. I was looking at Keanu, and I'm just so used to that beard now. I actually debated for a second if it was CGI'd out. Like, I don't know, one of those scenes, it did look like it wasn't, like maybe it's there, but whatever. Andrew, welcome in. And Anthony, of course, welcome in. Not bad. But like, would you pay $20 for it? I think that's going to be the question. I think that's usually where I fall with my trailer reactions is, will you want to pay money for that? So, let's see. Aaron in the house missed the first 20 minutes, but you made it. Did you make it on time for the trailer? That's the real question. Keanu Reeves, the Oracle after Chuck Norris. Yeah, I'd be down with us switching from Chuck Norris jokes to Keanu Reeves jokes. I'd be okay with that. Samson gives it a C+. Yeah, and I do think it just didn't seem like. I mean, he's making that movie, he's making John Wick, and he's making Matrix all around the same time. So it does seem like it just didn't seem like a real movie to me watching that trailer. I could be wrong. And of course, welcome all of you who are new. I just see a bunch of people had jumped in while we were watching that. So hit the thumbs up, of course. Subscribe if you're new. And welcome to HeyArcher Live. We just finished watching the trailer for Bill and Ted 3. And we'll see if we get sued by YouTube for that. So, was it his face? Were there prosthetics on his face? Or it just didn't seem... Things seemed off, unless you're just talking about the part where they were, like, jacked. I'm hyped. It looks better than Anchorman 2. Better than Anchorman 2. All right, I'm going to think about that. Because Are we talking about the sequel being as good as the previous movie? Is that what we're referring to? Because if we're talking about that, I don't put this in the same category because we already had a sequel that was good for Bill and Ted. But Anchorman 2 was pretty weak. I don't know. We'll have to see. That's a good comparison. Just Samson, no. I'm thinking you're referring to it being better than Anchorman 2. I'm guessing. By the way, if you guys are hearing the pop, let me know, because I don't hear it anymore. But I've also been playing with the soundboard a little bit. The beard isn't insane, though. I feel that's a mouth of work that way he keeps it. A month of work. Oh, no, I cannot read that. I'm getting old. It's getting hard to read here. Let me put it back up. His beard isn't insane, though, right? I feel that's a month of work the way he keeps it. Yeah. It's about where mine is, and I shaved mine down the other day. But for nostalgia, you'll pay for it, yeah. Oh, you know what it was, too? He probably timed it all so he could shave it to do Matrix at the same time. That'd be my guess. I'm in the minority. I'm a sucker for Bill and Ted, so yes, I would pay. Yeah. You know what? And they probably kept the costs really low on that because it's not gonna kill it in the theaters, in my opinion. I saw the trailer prior, but I'm here for the discussion. All right. Dope. Love the first one. The second one was great, but I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, especially because it's so far removed from the other movies. And the trailer didn't even show their kids, which I know the kids are supposed to be some sort of part of the story. And nerds are fucking... Sorry, I cursed. I cursed on the channel anyway. I'm not sure why. I apologize for that one. What? But, like, some of the nerd base is, like, super angry. Like, oh, my God, they're going to have female Bill and Ted in the movie, and it's going to ruin it. So I'm shocked that they didn't put their daughters in it. But I guess they did it for a reason as well. Let's see. I think it will be hard first watch, but multiple viewings might join the other two. All right, that's fair. Steve in the house. That part with him jacked was funny, I felt. And him saying it's a little dark with his movie Death Count made me chuckle. All right, yeah. And Steve is here. Bill and Ted 2 is one of those sequels that's as good or better than the original, I think. I'll give you that. And Samson's referring to it lining up the other ones. 30 minutes in here before the PS5 event. Is that today? I thought that was supposed to be on the 11th. Today is the 11th. Wow. Didn't know today was the 11th. For everybody who's new in the chat, on the stream, we're talking about Bill and Ted. We just watched the trailer together. Anthony still hears the pop. Samson hears the pop. So I'm not sure. It might be something in eCam. So I'll have to check that out. Because I know that in the income stream, Pat at one point had the pop in there, and he found a way to get rid of it. So I'll work on that. It's in reference to the sequels that shouldn't have been made. And yes, I hated Anchorman 2. Yeah, Anchorman should have stopped at 1. It really should have stopped at 1. All right, Melina, it was good to see you. Gotta go. Glad I got to hang out. See the trailer. Catch you on the income stream. Yep, we'll see you there. Ooh, will I buy PS5? Will I buy a PS5? Maybe not right away. Actually, you know what? Let me scroll back up to make sure we didn't miss anything before the Bill and Ted talk. I know we were deep diving into where Xenia and Vlada live, and they mentioned that they were in Germany, going to Ukraine. The book. So I had a little show and tell for those of you new on Stone Beyond Belief by Action Bronson, one of the greatest books ever written. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna have to become a night owl to hang out with us. What do we got here? He came out and set up a food booth at one of my events. Thousands of going nuts, and was sold out in 2 hours. Oh, thousands of kids going nuts. Got it. We're in Germany, but are Russian, Ukrainian. Awesome. You guys are all over the place. Oh, and you're probably talking about Action Bronson with the setting up the food thing. I'm guessing. All right. So I think we got all that pre-Bill and Ted talk there. Now let's go back down to our PS5 conversation and Bill and Ted. Just Samson is not paying for Bill and Ted. And I think the concept of them still not having a song that saved the world is great. Yeah, continuing that storyline is essential, I think. And that's a true callback there, where you can have a movie that's like 20 years removed and you're still continuing that story, and not, they didn't look young in the movie, so it's not like they tried to de-age them to do whatever. Side note, anybody else think the entire time until their adulthood that was Sean Penn that was in there? I didn't know that. I thought that actor was Sean Penn. It wasn't until like maybe 4 years ago I was like, oh, that's not Sean Penn. So that's what I got. Rapping Combat says it's just the first trailer too. Yeah. And there will be more on the way for sure. If I were on that team though, I'd exclusively release on Amazon. Yeah, I don't and that's, it's actually I'll just show his comment here. If you haven't checked out Aaron Waller's channel, you should do so. Because he did a video on straight to digital release movies and whatnot. Actually, I also thought Bill and Ted 2 was the original for a long time. Just like I thought Empire Strikes Back was the original. So as far as like the 2 digital release, Aaron has a video on that. So check it out. But yeah, it's, I think, I don't remember what channel I was watching, and somebody was talking about the age of the movie theater coming to an end. It might have actually been talking with Aaron or Anthony in the Rambling, but like the age of the movie theater coming to an end, where you taking the time out of it. Because let me backtrack for a second. Now we're used to being at home the entire time, and now imagine that you want to watch a new movie, which we've been watching movies at home. Some people have leveled up their home theater experience, but let's say you want to watch the movie at home. You're used to that. And now you go back to the movie theater to watch a movie, brand new. you're paying that exorbitant cost of at the concession stand. And then that first person breaks out their cell phone. That first person starts talking. Or that person behind you starts snoring. And all these things that over the years you kind of got used to, you just had almost 4 months of not dealing with any of that stuff. I think the viewership at the movie theater is going to really, really dive. And any company who's not already trying to do a straight to home release is they're being suckers. They're on their way to being the Blockbuster to Netflix, where Blockbuster said, if you get a chance, you should watch what was it called? How I Built It. There's one on Netflix, and wait, was that one based on Netflix? Yeah, it was on Netflix, and they talked about how Blockbuster said that the Netflix concept was stupid, and Netflix tried to sell Blockbuster their whole setup. And at that point, it was when Netflix was still primarily doing the in-home DVDs, kind of like GameFly, if anybody remembers GameFly, which is still around, surprisingly enough. I don't know how GameFly is still around, but Netflix tried to sell to Blockbuster, like, hey, like, take this, like, we think this is the future. We're not the best at it, but we think this is the way to go. And Blockbuster's like, no, that's stupid. Part of the movie experience is going to Blockbuster, picking up the DVD or the VHS, going home, all that stuff, which is cool in theory. But has nobody learned anything from the movie Boogie Nights? This conversation happened in Boogie Nights, where Burt Russell. I feel like I'm butchering his name right now. He was the porn producer that specialized in theaters. And there's a part where the person comes up to him and is like, I'm trying to make home VHS porn. And he's like, get out of my face. He's like, that's stupid. Nobody's ever going to want to watch porn at home. It's about the movie experience. That was in that movie. And that's happening again in real life, in real time. Not porn, but that same concept. So, I think if anybody's not gearing up to do the home release, they are falling behind. PS5 going live, baby. Yeah. You know what it is? I still don't play my PS4 enough to. You know what? I don't think I can justify buying the PS5 when it comes out at full price. Like, I'm usually on the new console when it's already on sale. That's usually when I jump on it. By the way, why can't I at you, Aaron? Or at you? He's talking to Aaron. I'm not sure, Anthony. You should be able to, unless you're on your phone, Anthony. The at thing sometimes doesn't work when you're on your phone. Samson was time for. Yeah. By the way, shout out to the man Just Samson. What? Just Samson. What? I said his name is Just Samson. What? Because for those of you, again, who aren't familiar with a lot of the names in the chat right now, I'm pointing as though you guys are looking at the same screen, but whatever direction, I think it's on that side, the chat is. Just Samson is one of the people, Rapid Combat, that are from the Income Stream. It's a daily live YouTube show by Pat Flynn, who creates content, and he helps you start your online business or whatever. But he's, through the Income Stream, a lot of us have found ways to improve the content we make, our stores, our websites, blah, blah, blah. But Just Samson, I got to say, as I go through YouTube channels that I found through the Income Stream, like if somebody's doing a random live video, I'll go watch the random live video and Just Samson's in that video commenting. So my man's a workhorse. He truly does not have time for a PS5 because he's busy out there supporting everybody creating content. So Just Samson, you do get that. You do get that. Jace is my investment excuse. Is that your? Oh, by the way, congratulations, Rapid Combat. Just became a dad. Let's see. I don't even like video games, but I like Sony was smart enough to push back the presentation and focused on the code Black Lives Matter. Yeah. There's some companies that they are when they're making their message, it doesn't seem like it's fake. And if you guys want to hear my thoughts on all of what's going on politically, check out my last episode of Hey Archer 157, I believe. I go into that, my experiences. But yeah, there are some companies that it seems like it's, an advertisement thing, and there's some that don't. Companies that do that, I think that shows when they are being genuine versus just trying to do marketing. All right, Xenia and Vlada are leaving. Sorry, bro, I have to run for now. I wish you all a great day. See y'all tomorrow on the income stream. Awesome stream. Hey, Archer. Glad I made it. Thank you all. I'm looking at my sheet for sound effects, and I don't know what this one is. Let me see. Boo! That's what that was. Okay. That's fun. Action is a cool cat. Shout out to Queens, to Flushing, Queens. Haven't seen him in a minute. I should hit him up. If you do, tell him I said hello. He doesn't know me, but that's fine. He does. He's getting really into MMA. He's actually on a big weight loss kick. I saw it the other day, but he did a couple walking interviews with Ariel Helwani on for ESPN, and those are pretty cool. You should check those out. Seconds that. Burt Reynolds. Is that what I said? I think I got that right. Is that what I said? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I said Burt Reynolds. Is Burt Reynolds dead, by the way? I feel like Burt Reynolds might be dead. I'm getting that old now, and so we're consuming so much social media and news and whatnot over the years that every so often somebody mentions a celebrity or a politician. Hell, I remember one time I asked my mom about a friend, and she was like, "Oh, they passed away," and I was like, "Oh wow, I forgot that." And Burt Reynolds, I'm trying to remember did he pass away? I don't remember because there's so many. It's there's so much information in our brains now. It's I can't even keep track of who's alive and who's not alive in the celebrity world or even in real life. So I got nothing. So glad I never had to deal with a group porn viewing experience. Yeah, that's a great movie, by the way. Actually, going back to Aaron, love PS, but always tend to wait until the slim or less expensive. Yeah, same. Check out Aaron's Cinematically Late series because he reviews movies way after the fact from when they came out. And Aaron, if you have not watched Boogie Nights, you should watch it and review it. I mean, you can review it regardless if you have seen it, but I think that's one worth Cinematically Late if you have not. Or must have games come out, then I might do it. Yeah, I'm kind of the same there. Left, right, up, down. That's right. That's the cheat code. And there you go. Mr. What? When was the last time you had Taco Bell? I'm going to answer that. Hang on. Give me 1 second. All right, so one of the things I got into was kind of making I guess vision boards is the word. Yeah, I went and I bought a bunch of dry erase boards. So I have the one over here that you guys have probably seen on my social media, where I have the checklist of things I want to accomplish, and then I started another one that was random goals, but also dates I wanted to remember. And it fell off the wall the other day, so some of it got scribbled out. And then over here, I had a bunch of pictures of stuff, and those are irrelevant to the conversation. But on the goal type vision board sheet, I wrote down that the last time I had beer And the last time I had Taco Bell was September 5th of last year. So I'm almost at a year of no Taco Bell and almost at a year of no beer. It's crazy.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer.
No beer. But yeah, September 5th of 2019. No beer, no vodka, and no Taco Bell. Let's see if it sticks and makes it through the whole show. It'll probably fall and make a loud noise, is my guess. Let's see. Action's a huge rap and combat fan. Saw what I did there. Well played, sir. Well played. Let's see. Thought you said Russie. Also, I don't know. My phone keeps rewinding. I may be behind. Yeah. Bert's gone. He is dead. Aw. Hey, Share the Focus Mindset in the house. And April in the house. Wow, look at that. More income streamers have arrived. So, for those of you who have just come in, you missed a really cool show. We, for the first time ever, watched a movie trailer together here on the channel. We watched Bill and Ted Part 3, the trailer for that. So make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and go back and watch the stream when it's done. I might actually release that on its own, that one segment. I'm not sure. And Samson with the update. Yes, Burt Reynolds did die September 6th. Oh. For a second, I thought that was the same day that I quit Taco Bell. It's pretty close. He died September 6th of 2018, but I quit Taco Bell September 5th, 2019. Wow. It's kind of creepy, actually. But yeah, April does a stream. I keep forgetting the schedule. I think you're doing it every week, every day again. But April does a live stream every week, multiple times a week, about raising a kid with, well, in April's case, you have a kid who has autism, but it's about just raising kids and families that have special needs in general. So I recommend always watching April's channel, even if none of those things apply to you. Because, for example, the other day, I was actually just sitting down doing work and just watching the stream. And it's very moving to just like see something different and hear about this whole other, actually, you probably feel this way in this stream, but to get experience and exposure to a whole nother world that like I don't really interact with a lot. So if you get a chance, check out April's channel, whether you have kids or not. It is amazing. Share said, oh, well, yes, chips and salsa always. I'm a chips and queso type of guy. Share says, Taco Bell is a no for me. My kids are literally always trying to get me to go there, and it's usually a no. So it was like that for me for a long time. I remember growing up, always wanting Taco Bell because I'd see the commercials, and they had cool toys. And the only one at that time, I grew up in the Bronx in New York, so some of you in the chat will know all the references I'm about to make. By the way, if you have not left a thumbs up already, please do so. And HeyArcher merch on HeyArcher.com. All the plugs. For those of you New Yorkers in the house who are also from the Bronx or know the Bronx, the only Taco Bell that was around where I lived remotely was over by Bruckner Boulevard, or by Bruckner Plaza? Yeah, on Bruckner Boulevard. And I wanted to go to that Taco Bell, I remember, because the movie Congo came out. And that was the only place that had toys for Congo, aside from you going to like Toys R Us to buy those. I don't think we ever went, because my parents were always more McDonald's as far as fast food goes. And I was always just jealous. I'd watch the commercials for Taco Bell and be like, oh, I want the Congo toys. I feel like there was another movie they had as well. But I actually did not have Taco Bell until I was a vegetarian in college, because I had a friend who said that's the only fast food place she would go to because she was vegan. And that's what got me exposure to Taco Bell, and the addiction went from there. Let's see. He has the last date marked off. Amazing. You mean on the thing? Just can't. Yeah, I know. It's hard. Taco Bell's a hard sell for people. It really is. By the way, also on that board, something I washed off. If there are any anime heads in the chat, Death Note is what I'm going to reference here. But for those of you who don't know, there is an anime called Death Note, and in that one, the long story short, the character gets a book, and if you write somebody's name in the book, death takes them, like it actually kills them. So I'm not trying to kill anybody, of course, but what I did was I was making like a hit list of who I want to beat as far as like subscribers and views, like YouTubers that I watch or interact with who are either like mean or rude, or I'm just like, you don't even do anything. You're just like, you have success for nothing almost. I made a hit list for them, and it's weird. I understand that, but I always have to have some sort of competitive nature in this, and I have no desire to be competitive with people who I like, respect or like or friends with or whatever. But whenever I see a YouTuber be mean to like people in the comment section, not even like the person in the comment section is being mean to them, but like go back at them like for no reason, or even on social media, like that always rubs me the wrong way. So I got a hit list on there. It's kind of a race since the board fell, but it's all in there. It's all in there. And no, I will not say the names. But trust me, none of you are on that list. Let's see. Let's go down. I'm supposed to be working right now, but HeyArcher has been coming to support me during my live streams. I want to do the same. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, the truth comes out. I give in and I go there for my kids now and then, and I'm not even tempted to get something for me. You gotta try it. You have to. If for nothing else, treat yourself to a small Baja Blast. It's a Mountain Dew flavor that is all natural and somehow radioactive teal color. And it's the only place you can get it is Taco Bell. So if for nothing else, grab yourself a soft drink. The pop's starting to... Yeah, I don't... let me see if I do that. I'll lower all that stuff and see if it does anything. So April, the pop is in Ecamm. Anytime somebody comments in the section, it notifies me with a pop sound, and I'm not sure where the pop is because I've hit mute on a couple things, but you guys heard it where even I did not hear it. So I'm not sure. We got the end and catch up on the stream later. Oh wait, sure. If you're saying bye, then see you later. I may have misread that. Wait, what? You quit Taco Bell and you know the date you quit? Yes. So in a future video at some point in time, again, I always like considering anybody who's in the live streams or who watches like the HeyArcher podcast, like the long form stuff. I always consider all of you like the insiders or in the inner circle. And there will be a video at some point about September 5th. And I debated the clothing line being tied to that as like a name or as like a name of the brand. I was going to name it like 9-5, but I didn't want people to think it was related to like working 9 to 5. But September 5th will live in infamy. All right, we got 8 minutes till 4. I know some of you want to watch the PS5 reveals and all that stuff. So we'll go another like 2 minutes or so. Again, thank you all for stopping in. Did you hear they may incorporate the Padawan from... Oh, probably Padawan from Jedi Fallen Order into the live universe. Also, for Vera butchered that, said Mandalorian Season 2 was filmed, and they're working on that. They're working on the Fox. Oh, Jon Favreau is what you mean. Said Mandalorian Season 2 was filmed, and they're working on the Fox. I don't know what the Fox part is, but yeah, I heard he might be in that. I'm nervous about that. For Mandalorian Season 2, I'm nervous there might be too much fan service. Like, kind of go easy on it. Interesting that you speak of quitting Taco Bell with an actual date that you did. Is there a support group for people who quit Taco Bell? I legit was going to Taco. I would go to Taco Bell probably when I worked in a mall that had a Taco Bell. I was there probably every day. Every day I worked in the mall, I was eating at Taco Bell, and it got to the point where I was eating Taco Bell probably 3 or 4 times a week when I had to go out of my way to even get Taco Bell. So, oh, there you go. April posted up live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. There you go. Check that out for sure. All right, we'll go another minute, so I'll just fly through. Steve left already to go to the PS5. It is funny the things you remember from childhood. Yep. It is.
What? Huh?
By the way, have you been hearing the pop? Because I turned off something else too. Let me know. But yeah, I made the hit list. Having the show on Facebook is a win. Yeah. So April uses Streamlabs, to my understanding, where it ties into Ecamm, which ties into YouTube, but then you can also live stream. The same stream is also going to Facebook. And in April's show, she'll show the same way I'm showing comments now that you guys are all posting. She can do that, but it's pulling from Facebook as well. So something to look into for sure. All right. I made it to the end. You still hear the pop. Damn it. I don't know. All right, I'll figure that out. I will figure that out. But StreamYard, not Streamlabs. Streamlabs makes something. I can't think of what it is. It's something nerdy. Y'all can figure that part out. But thank you all for being here on the live stream today. HeyArcher Live, like I said, the best part about it is it's your show. I always say the channel's yours anyway, but it's great to have you guys direct where the show goes. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. HeyArcher.com for all the merch. And we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.